Imagine being on top of the world, only to find yourself falling into a deep abyss. That's the story of Lewis Hamilton, once a Formula One titan. With a career filled with record-breaking wins and multiple world championships, Hamilton was the name everyone feared on the track, but now he struggles to even finish in the top 5. But what caused this legendary driver to stumble so dramatically? Buckle up as we uncover the mystery behind Lewis Hamilton's downfall. Lewis Hamilton's career started with a bang. He burst onto the Formula One scene in 2007 with McLaren, making an immediate impact. His aggressive driving style combined with his natural talent made him a formidable competitor. By 2008, he clinched his first world championship, becoming the youngest ever at the time. It was clear that Hamilton was destined for greatness. However, the past few seasons have told a different story. From struggles on the track to personal issues and controversies off it, Hamilton's career has taken a surprising turn. What happened to the once dominant force in Formula One? In this video, we'll explore his rise to fame, the years of dominance, and the series of events that led to his unexpected downfall. From expert analyses to insider perspectives, we're diving deep into the enigma of Lewis Hamilton's career. Lewis Hamilton's journey to stardom began long before he became a household name in Formula One. Born on January 7, 1985 in Stevenage, England, Hamilton showed an early interest in racing. His father, Anthony Hamilton, recognized his son's potential and worked multiple jobs to support his karting career. By the age of 10, Lewis had already won his first British karting championship, a clear sign of his burgeoning talent. In 2007, Hamilton made his debut in Formula One with McLaren. His rookie season was nothing short of spectacular. He finished on the podium in his first 9 races, an unprecedented feat for a newcomer. His aggressive yet calculated driving style quickly garnered attention and respect from fans and competitors alike. The rivalry with his teammate, 2-time world champion Fernando Alonso, was intense and often controversial. Despite the tension, Hamilton managed to finish the season just 1 point behind the world champion, narrowly missing the title. The following year, Hamilton came back stronger. In a nail-biting finale at the Brazilian Grand Prix, he clinched his first world championship by a single point, becoming the youngest driver to win the title at that time. The victory solidified his status as a rising star in the sport and hinted at the dominance to come. Hamilton's early success wasn't just about his driving skills. His determination, focus, and ability to perform under pressure set him apart. He had a unique blend of raw talent and mental toughness, qualities that would define his career. His success also broke barriers as he became the first black driver in Formula One, inspiring a new generation of fans and aspiring racers. As Hamilton's career progressed, his rivalry with other top drivers became a focal point. The battles with the likes of Sebastian Vettel and Nico Rosberg added to the excitement and drama of the sport. These rivalries pushed Hamilton to continuously improve and adapt, ensuring he remained at the forefront of the competition. Next, we'll delve into the dominant years of Hamilton's career, where he moved to Mercedes and solidified his status as one of the greatest drivers in the history of Formula One. Hamilton's move to Mercedes in 2013 marked the beginning of an era of dominance. Initially, the switch was met with skepticism, as Mercedes had yet to prove themselves as a top-tier team. However, it quickly became evident that this partnership was a game changer. In 2014, the new turbo hybrid era began, and Mercedes emerged as the team to beat. Hamilton, along with teammate Nico Rosberg, capitalized on the superior performance of their cars. That year, Hamilton won his second world championship, and the battles with Rosberg intensified. The rivalry reached its peak in 2016 when Rosberg narrowly beat Hamilton to the title, only to retire at the end of the season. Despite the fierce competition, Hamilton's resilience and skill shone through. From 2017 to 2020, Hamilton was virtually unstoppable. He won 4 consecutive world championships, bringing his total to 7, tying the legendary Michael Schumacher's record. During these years, Hamilton's driving was a masterclass in precision, consistency, and sheer speed. His ability to extract maximum performance from the car, especially in qualifying, set him apart from his rivals. Hamilton's dominance wasn't just about his natural talent. His meticulous preparation, strategic thinking, and close relationship with his team played crucial roles. He was known for his feedback to the engineers, helping to fine-tune the car to perfection. This collaboration ensured that he had the best machinery at his disposal. Off the track, Hamilton became a global icon. His unique fashion sense, involvement in music, and advocacy for social justice causes made him more than just a racing driver. He used his platform to speak out on issues like racism, environmentalism, and diversity in motorsport. His commitment to these causes earned him respect and admiration beyond the racing community. Despite his success, Hamilton faced criticism. Some argued that his dominance was primarily due to the superiority of the Mercedes car. However, his consistent performance, even in challenging conditions and against tough competitors, proved that he was a driver of exceptional skill and determination. As Hamilton continued to break records, the question arose, how long could he maintain this level of excellence? With younger drivers like Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc emerging, the competition was getting fiercer. But for Hamilton, the goal was clear: to surpass Schumacher's record and become the greatest of all time. Next, we'll look at the beginning of Hamilton's struggles, exploring the factors that contributed to the first signs of decline in his performance. The first signs of Lewis Hamilton's struggles began to surface around the 2021 season. While he was still a top contender, cracks were starting to show. The once unshakable dominance of Mercedes faced new challenges, primarily from Red Bull and their star driver, Max Verstappen. This competition marked the beginning of a new era, where Hamilton's supremacy was no longer guaranteed. One of the major factors contributing to Hamilton's struggles was the significant regulation changes introduced in 2021. The alterations aimed to create a more level playing field, but they also disrupted Mercedes' previously unassailable advantage. The car's performance was less predictable, and Hamilton found himself battling more frequently with Verstappen and other rising stars. On a personal level, Hamilton faced several challenges. His outspoken nature and willingness to address controversial topics sometimes put him at odds with the more conservative elements of the sport. While his activism on issues like Black Lives Matter and environmentalism won him many supporters, it also added pressure and distraction. Balancing a high-profile racing career with his commitment to social causes was no small feat, and it inevitably impacted his focus and mental health. Hamilton's presence on social media was another double-edged sword. It allowed him to connect with fans and promote his causes, but it also made him a target for criticism and scrutiny. Negative comments and relentless media coverage could take a toll on anyone, and Hamilton was no exception. His occasional outbursts and emotional statements reflected the immense pressure he was under. Moreover, the emergence of new talents like Verstappen, Lando Norris, and George Russell added to the intensity of the competition. These young drivers were hungry, talented, and ready to challenge Hamilton's throne. Verstappen, in particular, proved to be a formidable rival, pushing Hamilton to his limits and often edging him out in close races. Hamilton's struggles were not just due to external factors. On-track mistakes, which were once rare for the seven-time champion, began to occur more frequently. Whether it was misjudging a corner, making a strategic error, or simply having an off day, these small mistakes added up. Each error was magnified under the spotlight, leading to more questions about whether Hamilton could still compete at the highest level. As we delve deeper into Hamilton's dramatic decline, we'll explore the pivotal moments and decisions that contributed to his current state. We'll look at the impact of team dynamics, his relationships with teammates, and the strategies employed by Mercedes. Expert analysis and quotes from the Formula One community will shed light on how and why one of the greatest drivers of all time found himself struggling to stay at the top. The dramatic decline in Lewis Hamilton's performance became most evident during the 2022 and 2023 seasons. It was a stark contrast to his previous years of dominance, leaving fans and experts puzzled. What went wrong for the 7-time world champion? One of the most apparent issues was the series of mistakes and misfortunes that plagued Hamilton on the track. Races that once seemed routine victories turned into a string of disappointments. From uncharacteristic crashes to poor starts and strategic blunders, the setbacks were relentless. At the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in 2021, Hamilton famously hit the magic brake button, causing him to lock up and go from potentially winning the race to finishing outside the points. Such incidents chipped away at his confidence and momentum. Team dynamics also played a significant role. The arrival of George Russell as his new teammate at Mercedes brought fresh challenges. Russell, a young and highly talented driver, was eager to prove himself. The internal competition was fierce, and while Hamilton remained a key figure in the team, the dynamic had shifted. Russell's impressive performances occasionally overshadowed Hamilton, raising questions about the team's strategic decisions and whether they favored the younger driver. Mercedes' strategy and car development further complicated Hamilton's plight. The regulation changes introduced in 2021 continued to impact the team's performance. Mercedes struggled to adapt as quickly as their rivals, particularly Red Bull. The RB19, driven by Max Verstappen, was a formidable machine, often outpacing the Mercedes cars. Hamilton found himself in a position where he had to extract every ounce of performance from a car that was no longer the class of the field. The Formula One community weighed in with their analyses. Experts like Martin Brundle and Damon Hill noted that Hamilton's decline couldn't be attributed to a single factor. It was a combination of the evolving competition, the pressure of maintaining peak performance, and the inevitable physical and mental toll of a long career. Brundle remarked, "Lewis is still an exceptional driver, but the sport moves fast. New talents emerge, and the margin for error becomes razor thin." Off-track, Hamilton's personal life was under constant scrutiny. His high-profile lifestyle, while glamorous, added to the pressures he faced. Balancing his racing career with his passions for fashion, music, and activism demanded significant energy and focus. His dedication to social causes, while admirable, also meant he was often in the public eye for reasons beyond racing. This dual role as an athlete and activist was both a source of strength and a potential distraction. As we reflect on these factors, it's clear that Hamilton's decline was not due to a lack of skill or dedication. It was a complex interplay of personal and professional challenges, team dynamics, and the relentless march of time. However, one thing remained constant: Hamilton's resilience and determination. Despite the setbacks, he continued to fight, showing flashes of his old brilliance and leaving fans hopeful for a potential comeback. Next, we'll look at Hamilton's legacy and his impact on the sport. We'll explore how his career has influenced a new generation of drivers and his lasting contributions to Formula One. We'll also ponder the future. Can Lewis Hamilton regain his form and secure that elusive 8th World Championship? Lewis Hamilton's legacy in Formula One is undeniable. Despite recent struggles, his impact on the sport and his influence on the next generation of drivers remain profound. Hamilton has done more than just win races and championships. He has changed the face of Formula One. Hamilton's career has inspired countless young drivers, particularly those from underrepresented backgrounds. As the first black driver in Formula One, he broke barriers and set new standards. His success has shown that talent and determination can overcome systemic obstacles, encouraging a more diverse and inclusive environment within the sport. Young drivers like Lando Norris and George Russell have often cited Hamilton as a role model and an inspiration. Beyond the track, Hamilton has been a vocal advocate for social justice, environmental sustainability, and diversity in motorsport. His initiatives, such as the Hamilton Commission, aim to increase diversity within the industry, addressing the structural issues that have historically excluded many talented individuals. Hamilton's activism has brought significant attention to these causes, making them integral parts of the modern Formula One narrative. Hamilton's influence extends to his commitment to environmental sustainability. His switch to a vegan lifestyle and his efforts to reduce his carbon footprint highlight his dedication to using his platform for positive change. His Mercedes team has also made strides in sustainability, partly inspired by Hamilton's advocacy. Despite the recent downturn in his racing fortunes, Hamilton's spirit and determination remain unbroken. His ability to remain competitive even in the face of adversity is a testament to his skill and mental toughness. Many believe that with the right car and a bit of luck, he could still compete for another world championship. As we look to the future, one question looms large. Can Lewis Hamilton secure a record-breaking 8th World Championship? The answer is uncertain, but what is clear is that Hamilton's legacy is already cemented. Whether or not he adds another title to his resume, his contributions to the sport and his influence on future generations will endure. Lewis Hamilton's career has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, triumphs and setbacks. From his meteoric rise to fame and years of dominance to his recent struggles, Hamilton has remained a central figure in Formula One. His journey is a story of resilience, passion, and relentless pursuit of excellence. As fans and admirers, we can only wait and see what the future holds for this remarkable driver. Thank you for joining us in exploring the mysterious downfall of Lewis Hamilton. Stay tuned to see if he can reclaim his former glory and make history once again. See you next time!